Hi, Jonathan Carbutti here, and welcome back to our video blog where we bring you relevant information to make informed decisions in the marketplace. Today I'm very excited because I have a special guest here. We have Dave Beckman with Guaranteed Rate, and today we want to gear our video more towards the first-time home buyers and the mortgage process and the importance of getting pre-approved for a mortgage, and kind of talk about some of the things that you should be looking out for and some of the things that you should really be incorporating in your pre-approval. So Dave, I wanted to really thank you for being here today, and I know you have a ton of real world and real life experience in the mortgage industry. Probably my first question for you is, why is it so important to get pre-approved for a mortgage nowadays when you're looking for a house?
Sure, it's important because you want to set yourself apart from anybody else putting an offer in on this home. The pre-approval is the holy grail that says you've talked to a lender, that you've submitted all your docs, and that you're ready and willing, able buyer ready to purchase a home.
What are some of the advantages of a buyer having a pre-approval letter versus somebody not having a pre-approval letter?
It sets you in front of the competition. By having that pre-approval, it does show that you have spoken with a lender and that they have qualified you. Now, there is a difference. A pre-approval is a letter that says that the lender has analyzed their income, their assets, their job history, whereas a pre-qualification is really just pulling credit and giving a stamp of approval. Pre-qualification is really out of the marketplace right now. It means nothing.
There seems to be some misconceptions out there among the buyers. Some people are still thinking that they need 20% down to buy a house. Is that true, or is there other types of mortgage products?
Thankfully, there is quite a few mortgage products available to the first-time home buyer. They can put as little as zero money down, 5% down, 10% down, and of course 20% down. The issue is not many people have 20% saved up. So thankfully there are other programs with mortgage insurance when you don't put down the full 20% that can get somebody in a home less than what they're paying for rent.
Okay, so that's really interesting. And also mortgage insurance, I think there's a lot of misconception that people think that the mortgage, I've had buyers say to me, the mortgage insurance is going to be $500 a month. There's no way I can get a mortgage. Could you kind of talk about the mortgage insurance?
Sure. Mortgage insurance has really come down over the years. There's many different varieties of mortgage insurance available where the borrower can pay monthly, where the lender can actually pay the mortgage insurance, where the borrower doesn't have to pay any. And also there's a combination of both where the lender pays and the borrower pays. Bottom line is, if you don't have that 20% to put down, mortgage insurance is a really affordable way to get into a home.
Wow. People hear about these federal mortgages all the time, FHA, VA, CHFA, Connecticut Housing Finance Authority loans. People tend to think that the government gives out these loans, or that every mortgage broker or every bank can handle these as well. Could you kind of talk about those loans?
These are special government programs, and the whole purpose of them is designed to help the consumer with putting down less of a down payment. USDA, VA puts down 0%. CHFA, same thing. When you put down zero money, there's more risk to the lender, so therefore the scrutiny is a little bit more intense. Your hometown banks, your bigger banks, they don't offer these type of programs. They're not sure how to underwrite them. So this is where a mortgage banker really excels, because they encompass all these different programs and know how to qualify the borrower correctly.
I think one of the other biggest misconceptions with the consumers is what a mortgage broker does. And I think a lot of people think that they need to go to their bank, so wherever they have their checking or their savings account, that's where they're going to get their loan, or that's where they're going to get the best deal or the best interest rate. Is that true?
I hear this often, John. I mean, you have a relationship with where you do your checking and savings. The only advantage that your hometown bank who has your checking and savings has is they have a copy of your bank statements. Everything else they still have to get for the pre-approval process, and even for underwriting, your tax returns, your pay stubs. So there really is no advantage. I encourage your buyers and my clients to shop around and see who is offering the best rates. It's easy to shop for a mortgage today with professionals.
Okay, perfect. So one of my last questions, Dave, is a lot of my buyers have great jobs, they have good credit, sometimes they have the down payment saved, or they're borrowing this down payment from their parents or a family member, but they don't have the closing costs. And sometimes these closing costs could rival as much as a down payment. Could you talk about some of the options?
Absolutely, Jonathan. I see this every day. Many of us have great jobs. Many of the buyers have great jobs, but they're just not very good savers. There are excellent programs that are designed for the lack of down payment, but the closing costs, as you mentioned, they add up quickly. So a lender can actually give a lender's credit to help offset those closing costs with a slightly higher rate. I always use that as a way to explain how the process works and how to keep more money in the borrower's pockets.
I just want to thank Dave for being here today and answering some questions and dispelling some misconceptions about getting a mortgage. And if anybody wants to reach Dave, Dave is an industry veteran as far as getting pre-approved for a mortgage, and we're going to put his link to his online mortgage application at the bottom of the screen, and you can also reach him at 203-641-8287, which goes directly to his cell phone. And I just want to thank everyone for watching our bi-weekly videos. I'm always trying to bring a lot of value to you guys. And if there's anything that you guys want to see in any of our upcoming videos, I always appreciate the feedback. So you could always email me directly at jonathan.carbutti@gmail.com and the email address at the bottom of the screen. And you could always give me a call. I'll always pick up the phone, and I love to hear from my past clients. And obviously we love referrals as well. Thanks for watching.